Fresh out the mailbox, I got the new hype that hasn't even been released yet from the House of Creed. Oh yeah, we are definitely ready for the holiday season now. Hey everybody, it's your boy labbearome, the Disabled Fragrance Guy. This week we're going to take a deep dive into the soon-to-be released fragrance from the House of Creed. This is Centaurus. Before we get into it though, go down below, like and subscribe to the channel. While you're down there, please hit that notification bell so you'll be notified about every time I drop a video to YouTube. I want to thank you for rocking with me. Let's continue the journey this week with Centaurus. So Creed is going to be dropping this new fragrance on our heads soon. You may be asking how I got a pre-released bottle. No, this video is not sponsored. Creed does not know me like that. I just happen to know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. Centaurus is a interesting fragrance. It's a warm, spicy amber fragrance with notes of cinnamon, tobacco, cardamom, black pepper, sandalwood, patchouli, heliotrope, jasmine, geranium, bourbon vanilla, ambroxan, benzoin, tonka bean, and Toulouse balsam. And I don't have the exact price, but I'd be absolutely shocked if this 100ml bottle didn't set you back over $400. With all the listed notes, what can you anticipate from Centaurus? Well, if you guessed this is going to be a banger for the upcoming holiday season, you're probably right. I see this being worn mostly in the cooler months at festive holiday occasions like Thanksgiving dinner or around the Christmas tree while opening presents. Centaurus is very spicy, it's very cinnamony, it's very resinous, and it's also a bit floral on account of some heliotrope. No cap, this is a pretty good fragrance, but there's a ton of cinnamon and spice on the front end, so please take that into account if you're spicy fragrance adverse. Centaurus is on the darker side of things. Think spice and wood. Think royal oud. Those are the two fragrances that immediately come to my mind from the House of Creed as I smell Centaurus. However, this is not a clone of either of those two fragrances. It actually reminds me of two other fragrances. If Tom Ford, Tobacco, Vanille, and Parfums de Marly Wajan got together one night, had dinner, had a few too many drinks, went back to the crib and had one hell of a night, Centaurus would be born 9 months later, which I'm not mad at because I love those two fragrances. Centaurus is a bit mass appealing, a bit niche, a bit designer, all wrapped up into one for me. And if you ask me, this one is a definite must sample. I've personally gotten about 9 to 9.5 hours of performance from Centaurus, and it pushes with great projection for about the first 2 hours for me. However, I can't tell you what it's going to do on your skin. I do think, however, I can predict it's going to do well with most people, but I can also predict that some folks are going to hate on it because of its perceived simplicity. The tobacco's blended pretty well here, and the sweetness hits just that sweet spot right amount for my personal taste. The performance is pretty good, like I said before, and since it hasn't formally been released yet, I think Centaurus is a pretty good future release from the house. As always, don't be crazy like me and blind buy the full bottle outright. Pick up a sample and see if it's in fact something you can rock with. So now I ask you, will you try Centaurus? Have you tried it already? What's your opinion if you have? Leave some comments below. Thanks for joining me this week. I appreciate each and every one of you. That's my time. Go down below, like and subscribe, and I'll check you next time. Peace.